Okay, today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Classics Mer-Man. I ordered this when the figure was re-offered just earlier this month, and however was surprised because normally these figures come in a mailer package, a big white box within the cardboard box, but when I opened that cardboard box, it was just the packaging that you see here, and another clue that makes me think that this is a leftover figure from the first series, first time this guy came out, is that they would have a little blurb here, a little starburst there, that would say the original, and that's how you would tell. Ironically, that's how you would tell the re-release figure from the original release figure. I have a feeling that I have gotten a leftover toy, probably meant for replacement for broken toys or lost toys, or maybe just promotional. Mer-Man, real name Squiddish Rex. Yeah, I was not a real fan of Mer-Man. More of a fan of the design of Mer-Man rather than the actual character. I think he's got a real interesting design, color scheme with the yellow and green. From the cartoons, he's always almost all the bad guys are kind of bumbling bad guys, but he's the most bumbling out of all the bad guys, and really kind of a reluctant fighter, from what I recall the original show. Yeah, so mostly I like this guy just for the figure design wise. I don't know, something about me and undersea characters. I like Aquaman, I like Namor, and I like Mer-Man. It's a pretty good paint job. Little bit of yellow showing in some places, mostly at the joints. Got nice coverage of the green paint over here. A nice reuse for different figure parts to create this guy. And something common in both the original He-Man and Masters of the Universe line and the Classics line. He has a basic Masters of the Universe articulation. Head, yeah, push it up and down. It goes left and right. Arms go round but are hindered by the armor, so they go in and out, swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and rotate at the wrist. Upper torso articulation or abdominal crunch, waist articulation, legs, very nice, go in and out, forward and back. They are limited by the loincloth, I guess you would call it, and they rotate also at the upper thigh, bend at the knee, rotate at the calf a little bit, bend at the ankle, and also there's a little bit of pivot at the ankle too, so you can get them on a much wider stance. Makes for some really good dramatic posing. So let's go through his weapons. He's got this trident. Now, his hand, it's very iffy as to how well he can hold it. Sometimes he does very well, sometimes he doesn't. It depends upon how heavy it is in the pose that you put it. So anyway, looking at this, in a nice bone look to it with this kind of like jewel embedded there, and unfortunately there's bent every which way in the packaging. I think it would might try and bend that back using the hot water cold water method, but it actually does add to the natural feel to the trident. It has a sword that he can store on his back. The sword also very natural looking. Now, just doing this, I have noticed that some of the limbs are kind of loose, particularly this bicep seems to flop down like that a lot, and his legs seem to want to split. And one other little gripe that I have is that there's no way to secure this to his chest, so it's just floating there. And I think that's something that they could have taken care of by putting a clip there or something that you could just plug onto there and still be able to remove it if you wanted to. I just have to mention that he does come with another head, and there's a reason for that. That's because this is the way he appeared in the comics and the television series, as I believe, and this was the interpretation of the design that showed up in the actual figures, and that's being one of the reasons why I didn't really want his original figure. So it's cool that finally have this kind of a face there. Yeah, and there he is with his other head on. Yeah, much preferred the other way with this one. So anyway, another good figure from Mattel, and I believe he's actually still available on MattyCollector.com by the time I've filmed this. So if you're into figures, the Masters of the Universe, he's a pretty damn good figure to have. So I guess that'll be it, and until my next review, see ya.